right. Man, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, man. Amazing morning. You gotta feel that amazing morning to you. He didn't have to give us a chance, but he did. We don't have to take full advantage, but we will. Good morning to you. My name is KeJohnna Owens. It's the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast for each and every Monday through Friday morning. 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. He say so willing, so fit to give me an opportunity. I get to project encouraging, motivating, and inspirational information. I don't know. We just getting up. We're in the trenches towards what we want in our lives. So I get to wake up in the morning and get the best foot forward towards what I want in life. And so do you. So this morning, I was moved already in the training. We're reading the Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. I would say, leaders, all readers may not be leaders, but all leaders are readers. What are we feeding ourselves? Even my baby girl, sweet, my middle baby, she signed that for me some time ago. So when I open it, I can say, you know what? Man, people believe in me. But today, I was moved to think about, as we were talking about the book and what's going on in life, what we want in our lives. The topic today, the epidemic of comfortable failure. I was talking to my father. The epidemic of comfortable failure. It's like, things are okay. I don't have to, fix the fence. We've all been in procrastination, looking at situations, putting it off to the side, whatever that might be. Now, man, but you find a way to be comfortable in absolutely uncomfortable situations. We find a way to be okay with a scenario of life that's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay because other people are depending upon you to make it another way. Personally, my sweet baby Anaya, she's going to be 16 years old, and I'm unable to get to see her out of state to Texas. Just can't, scenarios, timing, positioning, all kinds of stuff. It was very important for me to be there. Hey, look, Big Daddy gonna make it up, but what do you find? That's uncomfortable. So that's a candid moment. What's around you that says, that's not gonna be okay anymore in my life. I'm not gonna miss any more birthdays. Maybe it's, I'm not gonna have no more red bills. Red bills, right? Like the rainbow, the bills coming in the mail or whatever that might be, like Skittles. Man, maybe that's no more of that. Uncomfortable. So when you become uncomfortable, what do? You start doing uncomfortable activities, like showing up early, like staying up later, like doing more consistent activity towards what you want to do. Going in that meeting that you're supposed to go to that you never go to get the success that you said you wanted. What do? When you find yourself that it's more important to be uncomfortable than it is to be comfortable and accept comfortable failure. Man, comfortable failure, that's a concept. Think about that. Let's talk about something. Let me give you some mojo on the other side. We'll get right back into it. It's a Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm KeJohnna Owens, and I say, man, if you got a chance to win, get up and win. Stand by.
Don't wait for the perfect timing. The perfect timing is never going to come because there's no such thing as perfect. There's never going to be a day where you wake up and you're like, this is the perfect day for me to finally change. All the things have lined up. My inbox is completely clear. I have nothing to do today. There's no distractions. The kids are finally perfectly on their own. Oh my gosh, my husband or wife is finally perfect on their own. Everybody is healthy around me. Everything is just perfect. The day is sunny and bright. And oh my gosh, look at all this gold that just happened to appear in front of me. It's not going to happen like that. You need to say, okay, there is never going to be a perfect time. So you need to set a D-Day. Literally, a day in which you say, that's the day. And then you need to marshal all of your motivation, all of your ability to learn and develop skills as fast as you can before that day. But when that day comes, that's D-Day. That's the day that you go. That's the day that you quit. And that has to be a real date for you. And mark it on the calendar. That's the day you quit the thing. That's the day you walk out. That's the day that you leave that situation that is not healthy or satisfying or good for you or your soul or the people around you. That you have to have that date. It has to be scheduled or you'll never do it. You'll just keep saying, oh, one day things are gonna be, the people who say one day, they end up at the end with a collection of days that were so far from perfect that they're in a state of misery now. They never landed in the land of their dreams because they were always marching in something that was miserable to them, right? At some point, the only way that life changes is that you change your course. And don't wait for a perfect day. So what's your date?
People who earn large incomes aren't lucky, and they're not crooks as those without money are so fond of pretending, nor are they endowed with more brains or talent necessarily than their friends and neighbors, nor are they privy to occult secrets, and only a very few were lucky enough to have had rich fathers or grandfathers. Most of the people earning the big incomes today started the same way you and I did, and most other people. The only difference between the men who earn big incomes and those who earn small incomes is that those earning big incomes decided to earn more. They're the people who made it their business to earn more. You see, people do what they make up their minds to do. So get rid of the ancient superstition once and for all that people who earn big money are special people, are lucky, or get the breaks, or had money to begin with, or knew someone, or are smarter, or anything else. These are alibis. They can all be disproved 1,000 times. The reason there are so many of these alibis around is that men who fail to make the grade financially are seldom honest enough to just admit that they really didn't try and keep trying. So in order to justify their failure, in order to remain seated, they dream up and pass along these old alibis. We're all self-made, but only the successful will admit it.
The commitments we make to ourselves and to others and our integrity to those commitments is the essence and clearest manifestation of our proactivity. It is also the essence of our growth. Through our human endowments of self-awareness and consciousness, we become conscious of areas of weakness, areas for improvement, areas of talent that could be developed, areas that need to be changed or eliminated from our lives. Then, as we recognize and use our imagination and independent will to act on that awareness, making promises, setting goals, and being true to them, we build the strength of character, the being that makes possible every other positive thing in our lives. It is here that we find two ways to put ourselves in control of our lives immediately. We can make a promise and keep it, or we can set a goal and work to achieve it. As we make and keep commitments, even small commitments, we begin to establish an inner integrity that gives us the awareness of self-control and the courage and strength to accept more of the responsibility for our own lives. By making and keeping promises to ourselves and others, little by little, our honor becomes greater than our move. The power to make and keep commitments to ourselves is the essence of developing the basic habits of effectiveness. Knowledge, skill, and desire are all within our control. We can work on any one to improve the balance of the three. As the area of intersection becomes larger, we more deeply internalize the principles upon which the habits are based and create the strength of character to move us in a balanced way toward increasing effectiveness in our lives.
Simply put, keep doing the work. You have to do the work when the work doesn't seem like it matters. You have to do the work when nobody cares. You have to do the work when nobody's looking. You have to do the work when nobody even thinks you're doing the work. Well, what is the work? That's the thing. You got to believe in what it is you're doing, to the extent that you're in an arena of your life. And I have a note here. What was the moment in your life you said, you know what, no more of that? It's a moment in each of our lives. It says, you know what, I can't fix my flat tire, or I can't get to work, or whatever the situation is. Like me, can't get to Texas to see my amazing baby girl for her 16th birthday. You know what you say? You know what? No more. Not again. Not ever no more. Maybe it's health. It's finances, fun, lifestyle, whatever it is for you. You say, you know what? That's it for that. I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm going to make an effort. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to be dedicated. I'll be committed, and I'm going to make a change, because you know what? That's not going to happen to me again. That's the day. Most people don't do the simple things consistently long enough to get the desired results. Consistently long enough to get the desired results. I'm going to say it again. Consistently long enough to get the desired results. So you have a starting point. You signed up for the class. You got the book. You love the school. The professors are amazing. You're getting the grip of your knowledge. But now, 9 months later, you don't like the class. You don't like the students. You don't like the facility. Whatever the case is, but you forgot the why you went in the first place. So consistency gets broken. I quit. I can't do it. I don't like it. I don't want it. That's fine. But the reason why we could quit, because we were in a comfortable failure. It's comfortable to be okay with the situation. If you're comfortable with the situation, you can't complain about the situation. That's when my good friend and brother and I, we sat at the table long ago. We came up with solutions over situations. You just can't be comfortable. I don't care how dire it is, how adverse it is. If you can, you must. And I changed the philosophy about myself. You know how you pass over stuff? You kind of walk around in your house, you see it, you could clean it, get back to it. You don't do that. You see another thing, you should put it up. You don't do that. You should make that call, whatever that might be. You don't do that. See that pile up right there? That gets you frustrated. The pile of work, it becomes so much that you just don't want to get up on it. I'm telling you, activate a right now mentality. A right now mentality. What if you just did it right now? Like, you know what, right now, today, I'm going to do the thing that I know I've been needing to do to get the result that I've been wanting in my life. We're going to go to a video. Life is what we all have. Lifestyle is how we choose to live. When Mr. Cedric White, one of Planet Marketing's top directors, shared that information, asked that question that says, why do they sell $40 million jets, $40, $50 billion yachts? And the list goes on and on. Extreme luxury. Because people buy them. It was that simple. The other part of it is, are we around the people that are buying them? Now I'll use that. So let's not use finances. Now, there are people that are building schools, and there are people that are building prisons. See, the people that will build a school don't have the dominion to build the school, the finances. The people that will build a prison got plenty of it. So if it's a why that you have in your mind to say that, you know what, my kids are going to have a better community. You know what, my kids are going to go to better schools. You know what, my children are going to have a chance in this world. And you know what, it's on me. Say it's on us. So let's think about that today. I want you to be encouraged and say, you know what? It's on me. Whatever it is, it's on you. And it could be as easy as you with the cat club. Be the best cat club administrator. You're in it, be in it. Or don't be in it. Here's a cut. Mr. Schamberger, Pasadena, California. My man. Rest in peace, sir. Salute. He said, you have everything it takes to win. Now, there's three things, though. You either going to do it. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're not going to do it, don't do it. But if you're going to do it, he said, man, you got to do it. And if you put that in your life, in your world, you say, you know what? If I'm in the class, why not be the best in the class? If I'm in the business, why not be the best in the business? If I'm making the fries, why not make the best fries that can be made? If I'm at McDonald's, my fries, they're going to want my fries. You know why? Because I make the fries. It's not McDonald's fries once I'm making the fries. See, you are who you are everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Everywhere we go, we are who we are. And we get to decide who we want to be. So decide not to be in a comfortable failure. We all have it in some capacity. Each and every one of us. There's a plateau, there's next levels at each level. Whatever level you're at, you're probably at the bottom of that level or the top of that level, because the next level is welcome to the new bottom. If you're at the top and you hit that next level, you'll be welcome to the new bottom, because there's always another level. Let's get to some other levels in life. Let's get to some other positions in life. Let's get to where we can make some decisions in life that say, you know what, I'm going to set my family up like this. Let's call them a friend. They got about 10 Popeyes in Nebraska that they got in foreclosure. Opportunity. We need about $250,000 a piece. 10 of us. We can grab them. They having conversations like that. Are you in the loop of these kinds of conversations? See, that's what we talk about there, the slight edge. The slight edge says, you know, do you give yourself the chance to be a little bit better? Do you give yourself the chance to go in a room that people know a little bit more than you know about what you want to know more about? Do you go in a room that says, you know what, I'm not the brightest light bulb in this room, but there are other people that are helping me become better? Humility. Apply another level. Apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have. I say that all the time. But if you say it, you think about it. If I put all my effort into what I believe I can achieve, and I do it consistently, long enough, it's inevitable to get to the other side. I see you on the other side. Stand by.
One of the biggest contradictions of massive success is when people go to their moms, their dads, their brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend. They say, listen, one day the world's going to know who I am. One day I will have a Ferrari, the Lambo, the Rolls, the Bentley, the big house, the cars, the backyard with the big swimming pool and an elevator. I'm going to put the biggest parties. I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Yet, instead of staying at the office on Friday night, you call your friends and you go party. Instead of waking up Saturday morning to go to the gym, you sleep until 10 o'clock. Instead of reading the book on Sundays, you kick back and watch movies all day long. The reality is very simple. Those who win big, they do four things right. They sleep, sweat, grind, repeat. And they do it over and over and over again until their dreams become a reality.
If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life, no matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%.
You still must grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me on a dark alley, run at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing. I was grinding.
Every single day when you wake up, you got two options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, boom. You can hit the snooze button and go back to bed and dream about what you want to have. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock and get up and go pursue your dreams.
You need to walk through the mud and life, guys, if you ever want to get to the higher ground. The higher ground is where you look in the mirror and have respect, and you went through the work, the sweat equity of it all. And the end product is something you proud of, a legacy of life that you put your signature to, that means something. You're not speaking hollow words. You're backing those motherfuckers up with action.
That's what lions do. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunt. That's what we do for a living.
I still grind. I love to grind. If you're competing in one of my businesses, I'm going to kick your ass because I'm going to outgrind you.
You have to be willing to work in places people don't see.
While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working. There's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have. So make that a motivation for you. And mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weights. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different. We don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm going to live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. Process driven. I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like, why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And if we're going to be champions, process driven. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
Dr. Eric Thomas said, if we gonna be champions, don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. What if we took that concept towards, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired. I'm not gonna allow it anymore. I use Popeye. I believe I could be my sign. I'm a Pisces. Real cool, even kill. But once Popeye pops that spinach can, it's a wrap. That's what we got to do in life. You know what? My child go into college they want to go into in the world. You know what? My mother-in-law don't have to, my father don't have to deal with that. I'll take care of that. My school doesn't have to struggle to have a gym. The school at John Muir High School, salute the Mustangs. Now, why wouldn't I build a library that says I came through here and I leave a significance? You know what? That's the kind of drive I'm talking about. How far does your vision go? How far does it? I'm care about right now, today. Right now, today is right now, today. That's why he says, babe, in the word moment, the faith of a mustard seed. See, what about the whole entire mustard seed? That may be small, but what about the whole entire mustard seed applied to a level of work that matches a faith? That says, I could do a thing. He said I could do. I call it a reverse scripture. People know the scripture. I get the word, right? So as a reader, it resonates with me that we could do a thing that's amazing, but we allow ourselves to live in a comfortable failure. I've been through some things that I would love not to have experienced in my life, but they gave me value in experiencing things that I found that I could overcome. Somebody could say, man, I can't believe that this guy has changed his life to that degree. But see, that's a decision, though. See, that's a fact and proof that we can apply a level of work to activate a level of faith to what we envision. But what do you envision? That's the deal. What do you envision? Do you envision the bill being paid, the note being covered, cool retirement, or do you envision that for legacies to come in your family line, they'll say that you came this way. They'll say that you came this way because you left something so significant. And the way we leave something so significant, this is work. We're all in it. This is no high me, little you. And I'm right in the middle of like everybody else. But see the difference in us, if we decide to say, you know what? No more. My wife is not going to be in lack. My husband is not going to be in lack. My cousins, my friends, my family, my relatives, my community, my school, my business, whatever it is, when we decide to say, you know what? No more comfortable failure. So let's grab that on for today. I hope that impacts somebody. It's impacted me. And here's some little steps. I just start passing up little things, like putting your notes up, like, right? Put your stuff up before you go to bed. Little things. You know you can do it. And when we don't, it just piles up. It piles up. And we all know it. It piles up. And that's procrastination and another form of comfortable failure. Let's stop that. Let's try that. The epidemic of comfortable failure. Think about it. We all do it. It's okay. You don't have to. Guess what? You get to. We see you on this other side. No more comfortable failure. It's been the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm KeJohnna Owens. Get out there and get it. There's another side. Let's meet each other there.